One of my favorite things to do in crypto is look at on-chain analysis, and I like to see where the money is flowing. I like to look at different explorers, different on-chain analysis platforms, and I do this week to week. And while I was doing it, I was kind of thinking, well, I'm doing all this analysis myself. Why not at least present it to you guys, right? So that's what we're going to do. Let's dive in. So in this video, we're just going to talk about different projects that I'm seeing money move into, and also just projects that I'm bullish on and projects that you might want to look out for. So first things first, I found this project Ondo. And recently there has been $3 million, close to $3 million of smart money that has been moving into this project. So you might be asking, what is smart money? Smart money is basically defined in this on-chain analysis platform that I'm using. It's basically defined as, for the most part, it's defined as people who are profitable. So a lot of people who are trading on DEXs or, are trading in general. Often these people are consistently making money and being profitable. So recently 3 million of smart money has actually been injected into this protocol. So this is Ondo, and it's quite interesting because they're blending traditional finance with crypto, and it's kind of funny, right? Real world assets, or RWAs. It's like they're basically just making traditional assets on chain, and then the crypto community is now bullish about it. To some degree, to me, it's kind of like it's going against the whole like crypto ethos, right? Just a little bit. But at the same time, I think it's super cool. And so this article explains it. So Ondo Finance is a leading real world assets, or RWA protocol, which offers tokenized versions of traditional financial products. And it's now offering two products, OUSG and USDY, which are both backed by US Treasuries on Solana, and both launched on Ethereum earlier this year. So it's quite interesting to see this product. They're offering USDY, US dollar treasuries, US treasuries, and US money markets, and you can get a decent APY. There's also a decent amount of TVL as well that has been into this project. And I was doing a little bit of, I was just kind of exploring their application, Flux Finance as well for this, just kind of looking around. And it seems quite interesting. And, for the $3 million that have been injected into the protocol, I think it also says a lot. So in the past 7 days, the project is up 74%. And while I'm recording this video, it's actually ranked at 129 when we're taking a look at the market cap on CMC per CMC data. And so it's up $385 million. And it's quite insane, right? This is a very new project. I mean, when we're taking a look at this just launched like just recently. So on January 18th, this month of January, right, 2024, the project launched. And there's been this much capital that has flown into the project. It's still not listed on some of the big exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, or Kraken, but it's listed on Bybit, Gate.io, KuCoin, right? So a lot of prominent, decent exchanges, but not on the big ones yet. So there's possibly a lot of room for this project to grow. When it comes to the circulating supply, it's 1.3 billion out of the total, which will come out into supply, and that is the 10 billion. So there's still a lot to really, inflate the supply. But at the same time, there's a lot of smart money that's moving into it. And I think this is something that you might want to at least put onto your radar because, there's around $3 million that has been injected into the protocol since. So that's just one project I wanted to talk about. Another one that I was thinking about while I was using and just taking a look at their application on Flux Finance is FractShares. Now, this is a project that I've talked about previously, and FractShares is, they're all about DeFi stablecoin infrastructure. So it's basically like a big hub for stablecoins. And so there is the Frax stablecoin, which has remained stable, which of course is good. And then there is FXS, or FractShare. Now, FractShare is a project that has a market cap of $708 million and is currently ranked at 81. And, it's been a while since I've took a look at this project. And, for the past year, it's kind of funny because the project has almost acted like a stable coin. When we're taking a look at, comparing it to overall, just crypto price action, it's really remained fairly stable and also resilient. And, in the past year, it's actually just down 12%. So it hasn't moved a whole lot. It's of course recovering from a low here in the past year of like around $5.22. And so it's coming up, like it's slowly climbing. But this is a project that I think is going to continue to remain resilient and also just continue to grow in market share. So I personally see this project as at least doubling. And of course, non-financial advice or anything like that, but it's definitely a project that I'm bullish on. I think it's remained resilient, and to be able to provide a full stablecoin hub, I think is super important in the DeFi landscape. And yeah, just another project I'm bullish on. Next one is a project that I haven't heard a whole lot about recently, but is a project that I'm still bullish on. That is Compound Finance. So if you guys don't know, Compound Finance is basically a lending protocol. Think of kind of like Aave, but slightly different. And it currently has a ranking of 117 at a market cap of $427 million. Now, it previously actually had this all-time high back in May of 2021. And it was at an all-time high of $854 back then. And I was kind of thinking, what would Compound have to be to at least hit its previous all-time high? And what was its market cap at? Well, it was actually peaking here at around, it looks like $4.34 billion. So if it was, for example, $4.34 billion, it would actually only make it $633. So still an upside of 11x, which is really good. But the price point actually wouldn't go back to 854. Instead, it would actually be 633. So this is something you have to, of course, take a look at when you're looking at different projects. It's hard to say that, this project's going to hit its previous all-time high when some projects just don't. And also this is because of the amount of tokens that have been produced and inflated the total supply. So there's been a lot that have come out into supply. That's one of the reasons. But still, overall, this is a project that I am bullish on. In the past year, it's actually funny to see this. It's just up 1% in the past year. So I was also looking at the TVL, and the TVL has continued to just slightly increase. But overall, I think this is a project that will remain resilient and just continue to go up as well. I think it's going to increase in the bull market that we have here in the future. So it's definitely a project that I'm bullish on, and maybe you guys should take a look at and put on your watch list. I don't know. Of course, up to you. Another project that I saw a lot of smart money moving into, $62,000 in the past 24 hours, is this project called Redacted, or also known under the ticker symbol Butterfly. Now, the project actually is $289 per Butterfly. And it has a market cap of only 71 million. So that means that there is a very low amount. Right now, there is a circulating supply of 254,000. So that's one of the reasons there's so few. And there is just a max supply of 650,000. So there's really not many of this token. And I was kind of looking into why people are moving into it. What can you do with it? Like, what's the point of this? Why are people moving into it? And it's basically a project that's offering super high yields on ETH. So I was kind of taking a look at it a little bit further, and it seems to be quite interesting. It seems to be mostly for just super advanced, I'd say, DEX traders and people like that to get involved with. But they actually offer a lot of different ETH liquid staking. And of course, liquid staking is a really big thing. Like, you can take a look at Lido Finance. That's super big. But yeah, overall, I think this is an interesting project. It's definitely on my watch list. Seeing the project grow, seeing their Twitter grow is also quite interesting to see. So maybe take a look at for yourself. Next one I wanted to look at, which is Banana. So I was kind of thinking, what is this project Banana, and why is there $61,000 flowing into this project of smart money? And so this project, it's called Banana, and it's at right now $10.57 with a market cap of only $45 million. So it has right now a self-circulating supply, by the way, of 4.3 million Banana tokens. And so that's one of the reasons why the price point is so high when we're taking a look at the low market cap. It's because there's barely any of the tokens that are circulating. So this project actually looked like almost like a rug, like it completely went to zero until fairly recently. when the price almost completely went up to $10, which looks super sketchy to a degree. But I was kind of looking into this project a little bit more, and it seems to be a NFT type of project that's like incorporating with the metaverse and like, all that stuff and like gaming. And, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but gaming and crypto, I don't know if they're meant to be and they're supposed to be together, because oftentimes it looks super cringy right now. Like the games don't really look that good. There really isn't that many good games that are involved with crypto and metaverse. Of course, that's continuing to grow. And, I think there's projects, of course, like Mana and Ronin and tons of other Axie Infinity, other projects that are at least going to continue to do well in the crypto gaming space. Beam is another one. There's tons of, crypto gaming projects that I think will continue to do super well. But at the same time, the games just don't really look that good. So it's hard for me to be involved when that's the case. But at the same time, I definitely see the crypto gaming market continuing to definitely go up for sure. So this project isn't, I wouldn't say fully a gaming project. It's more of an NFT project with kind of like a meme coin that's associated with it. But I found it to be quite interesting that they have the ticker symbol banana. And I don't know. I just found this project to possibly, be interesting to maybe take a look at on your watch list. I don't know. So I saw that there was this project, Satoshi Evum, and there's a market cap right now of $64 million, which is a self-reporting as well market cap, so not super official. And I saw on Santiment that there was a ton of smart money trades that was happening, all with just tied around with this project, SAVM. And I was taking a look at it a little bit further, and I decided to do a little bit of investigating a little bit further. And I saw on Bubble Maps that it looks like there's a couple people who are owning 15% of the entire supply. Like there's a couple wallets with 15%. There's one with 14%, a bunch with 3, 2, and there's a couple projects that are all tied together with each other. So it doesn't really look that good. This is a project that does not look good when it comes to, just looking at the wallets. Now, another project that I actually am still bullish on actually is Rollbit. And I definitely think like crypto gambling is going to continue to increase. So I definitely think gaming is going to do super well in the future. I think gambling as well. Like it obviously makes sense that the future of gambling is going to be all crypto. Now, this is what happens when you, for example, look at another project like Ondo, and this is a much more healthier bubble map of a project. So here you can actually only see that there's a few wallets that own, looks like they're all conjoined together, which is roughly about like 4 to 5%. But the rest of the wallets are all under 1%, which is super bullish for the project, or at least not super bullish, but it at least shows that, one wallet isn't necessarily going to do a ton of damage if they were to sell right on the market. It's not going to at least harm the price of the token or associated project. This is a much more healthier looking bubble map than compared to Satoshi Evum. So definitely not a project I would want to be associated or own any part of. So continuing with Rollbit, I definitely think that, gambling is going to do well. I think, of course, gaming will as well. And of course, AI is probably going to be in the mix. And if you can get gambling, AI, and gaming all in one go, I'm sure that's going to be a project that will do super well. So anyways, guys, those were just some projects that I was taking a look at on chain and just kind of wanted to present my analysis of what I'm looking at today. Let me know what you guys think about this video. And if you guys want me to do more, of course, I will in the future. Also, I have an updated video about MintLayer coming soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that because there's a whole lot of things happening with the project. Of course, if you guys want to actually get another cold storage solution wallet, then I highly recommend checking out Tangem, which you can look at in the link in the description below. How it works is it's actually a physical card which you use to sign transactions via the application that lives on your phone. It's a Swiss-based company as well. Anyways, guys, my name is Trevor, also known as Minted Max. I'll see you guys in the next one.